Good morning, Niagara. You're tuned into Car Connection where the coffee's hot, tools are ready, talk is always tuned up. I'm your host, Niall Motormouth Jenkins, coming to you straight from the Car Connection workshop where we always mix a little humor, a little know-how, and a whole lot of horsepower. Here, it's not just about fixing cars. It's about keeping you rolling and saving you money, giving you the confidence to understand what's under that hood of yours. From the classics to the commuters, the weird noises, and those what the heck moments, we've got you covered. So grab your coffee, sit back, join the crew, because this is Car Connection, your Monday through Saturday morning pit stop for stories, smarts, a few good laughs. And I'm Niall Motormouth Jenkins. We're going to shift into drive this morning. So if you're just shifting into drive and scooting through the drive-through, double check your order. We're almost at the weekend. Remember, tomorrow is... Reminder, Fun Friday. So your questions have to be in by noon. So if you have a automotive related question, you need to get that into me at motormouth.jenkins@gmail.com. And I'll put that in the description of the podcast, as well as you'll also find it in the description, all the contacting information for us in the description boxes for our YouTube videos and also our podcast. So you can find us just about anywhere if you head to our website, carconnectionbusinessnetwork.com, where we source local businesses that I can vet and put my stamp of approval on. You can connect with them on the homepage of our website, as well as our program partners are there. Just click on their logo. It opens their profile page, and you can meet them. And thank you for supporting them. That means a great deal to us. We're only able to bring 4 program sponsors from radio with us back in November to keep us going here and convert our radio broadcast for the last 31 years over into full digital. So we are well on our way now, and we couldn't have done it without our program partners. So just to let you know how important they are, they're keeping us supported and keep the lights on and keep things rolling. So thank you for supporting them in turn by giving them your business. So thank you so much for that. Without them, we wouldn't have been able to pull this off, because when you start a YouTube channel, they don't just throw money at you. You have to earn your way from the ground up. It's commitment, it's consistency, and one term that I've learned in 31 years on radio is continuity. Continuity. People need to know you're going to be there when you say you're going to be there. It reminds me of showing up for work for somebody. They always seem to notice when you were, that one time late, but most of the time you were there always early. Be like, Jenkins, you're late. Well, thanks for noticing. Where were you at 12:30 last night when I was running reports? Probably in your little comforter. Yes, and I was on my way home 90 minutes. Just saying. But thank you for noticing that I was late. So don't be late this morning. Grab your morning beverage and your snack. Double check it. We're getting close to the weekend. Things start to close down a little bit. So check that out. We'll have our morning swiggy in just a moment. So if you're just grabbing onto us for the very first time onto our podcast, we're going to be heading into season 3 very soon. So all our podcasts can be found on our YouTube channel. And we make that really easy for you as well, how to connect with us. So there's many ways for you to connect with us now and engage. Our Car Connection Business Network website has everything that you'd need to connect with us and follow with us and check out the repair work that we do on our YouTube channel that teaches you 5 things always: what it is, where it is, how it works, how you broke it. How it broke, and what you could have learned to prevented that expenditure. Correct. So if your interest is learning how to keep your vehicle longer and keep that engine transmission running smoothly for as many years as you want, saving you time, money, and perhaps even a few bloody knuckles, you're in the right place. Our YouTube channel is going to teach you all the basic fundamentals on how to take care of your automobile. We have a full page on our website now dedicated to our Car Connection fleet maintenance system. It's available to you there to purchase. It's not $1 million. It's less than $1 million, but more than $1. But all of that information is on that page. Check out our fleet maintenance system, which will help you to keep your vehicle as long as you like. Because here's what I know and have for 44 years as a service tech. I'm still very much hands-on in the industry and on the shop floor, which you'll see in our YouTube videos. And don't forget to subscribe. You know, we're bringing that number down. We're down to about 89% are subscribed. Many of you are enjoying the videos, but check to make sure you're subscribed, because that's what helps us to get pushed out to bigger audiences, and that's where we need to go in order to get monetized, and then we're going to be able to afford buying parts for widows, single moms, and those who are going through a difficult time. Get their vehicle in here, get it fixed, videotape it, and show you what we're doing, how we do it, and it turns the whole thing around. So thank you for doing that. If you want to support the channel, whether it be our YouTube channel or the podcast, you can buy Skippy and I a coffee. We now have our full profile page up on buymeacoffee.com/Motormouth Niall. That is also in the description. You can give us a little or give us a lot, but whatever you do, we are blessed by it, and we thank you so much for doing that. So everything you'll need and to find, to connect with us is, and to follow with us is on our Car Connection Business Network page. So top right-hand corner, you'll see all of platforms, including our online store. Our podcast is on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Podbean, and also wherever you are pulling your podcast from, just type in the search bar, Car Connection Workshop. You'll find us just like that. So just about ready to head into season 3. Temperatures are coming up. We're going to be able to roll out our 30-day fuel savings challenge. So if you're just learning from us the first time, how about putting $100 off to the side every month in fuel savings? Would you like to do that? I just bought some fuel the other day, and I had to kneel down for a moment and catch my breath, because I don't run anything on regular fuel, because you get better fuel economy out of premium fuel. We'll talk about that a little bit, because it's true. You go further on premium fuel than you can on regular. And a lot of vehicles run better and will last longer on premium. And the reason is 3 letters. BTU. You have to, no, not BTO, BTU. So we're going to learn about that, because it's important, because when you don't know what you don't know, then you don't have. Because if you knew it, you knew you'd have it. And to know it, not do it, means you never knew it in the first place. Jeepers. I think it's time for our morning beverage, don't you? And we always have to give thanks to our program partners. And once in a while, we get a head pop up like a marmoset that doesn't like the fact that videos don't start on time. We're giving promos for our program partners. Well, gee whiz. If we could have your address, folks, then we'll send you the invoice for the time that, and then the money that's required to do the podcast and to do the YouTube channel and Facebook and Instagram and run the whole package and edit and do the whole 9 yards. We'd be glad to send you the invoice. Yeah, right. Crickets. Yeah, our program partners are the reason you get this program and our YouTube channel for free. That's the way it works. It works that way in radio. 31 years, let me tell you. Without program partners and sponsors, you hear this. Crickets. So get over it. And get over yourself, too, at the same time. If you haven't got a minute or two, then you know what? I can fix your car, but I can't fix your life. I can't do it. I just can't do it. So thank you to our program partners, City Auto Sales and Leasing, our certified financial planners, Tony Miele, Larry Tetro, 50 years experience, and Niagara Block. The Grimo family been absolutely amazing and supportive of us. So we give thanks. And Total Freedom Addiction Campuses, Darien Center, New York, down in Florida as well, and also out west in Alberta, Sydney, Manitoba, helping those who have addictions when they've made that decision that today's the day. they have a place they can get to and get that new life. And through our online merch store, when you purchase merch, Motormouth merch, all the proceeds go to Total Freedom Addiction campuses to help those that are ready for that life change and say goodbye to their addiction. We want to be able to help and support them to get there. So thank you to all of you who understand that when we work together, you, me, and Skippy, we can make things happen and make a difference in the world that we live in. And thank you to all the ladies and fellas donating their time and serving at Crystal Ridge Dream Center, serving men, women, children, meals, love, and hope, changing lives one at a time in the Niagara region, in our very own backyard. This week, Tuesday, they fed over 200 meals out the door, and Fridays, they'll do the same thing. They don't get any government funding, so whatever you could do to help them, they would really, really appreciate it. For every $25 donation, tax receipt can be forwarded to you. So do what you can, when you can, however you can. It makes a difference. I just want to give them a little shout out this morning because they do have a fundraiser coming up. If you are into vinyl records, they have their second charity record show coming up on Saturday, May the 30th. And it's 9 a.m. to 1 a.m. No, 1 p.m., not 1 a.m. Join them for a charity record show with multiple vendors featuring vinyl records, CD, cassettes, and even ultrasonic record cleaning. The admission's $2. They have a silent auction going on, charity barbecue, door giveaways, vinyl CDs, cassettes, collectibles, 45s, LPs, music memorabilia, and more. That's at 385 Derby Road, Crystal Beach. Just click on their logo on our homepage, and you'll be able to find their website as well and get all the rest of the details. That's creeping up very, very quickly. So that's Saturday, May the 30th, 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. It's the second annual. So I didn't get there last year, but I will certainly get there this year to see what's going on there and check that out. So any support you can give to the nonprofit faith-based organizations that we have tied in with for decades now would be very, very much appreciated. Today's topic is day 2. We're breaking out how to work your vehicle's air conditioning system. So yesterday, if you missed it, I did a tutorial, air conditioning tutorial. And today I decided we're going to break it out, and we'll start with the do's and don'ts, because that's most important. So when it comes to the 5 things, what it is, where it is, how you broke it. No, it's what it is, where it is, how it works, how it broke, and what could you have known and understood a little better to how to take care of your automobile and the functions that are within it. So with that, let's have our morning swiggy, brought to you by all of our program partners, because without them, we simply would not be here. So let's say thank you to our program partners. And on 3, 2, 1, it's time for our morning swiggy together. You ready? 3, 2, 1. I just ordered another large local honey. It is really good. Those bees are doing their stuff. You ever wonder where honey comes from? I don't think I really want to know, to be honest. Somebody said, I think it's bee poop. What? No way. It's not bee poop. Well, I think they like eat the stuff from the flowers, and then I go, thanks. There's a visual for you. Well, let's get our morning weather. Again, let's say thank you to our program partners, because without them, for those who complain that commercials run before movies and during movies and stuff like that, we'll pray for you. Absolutely. Because without advertising and marketing and program partners and sponsors, there'd be no hockey, no baseball, no car racing, etc., etc., etc. Just saying. All right, here's what we got for today. More better than yesterday, but it turned out to be pretty good in the South Shores of Lake Erie. We were scheduled for some more of that RAIN, but it did not happen. It was drooling in the morning when I did curb day yesterday, but we made it past that, and we got some sunshine and kind of cleared up. But here's what we got for today along the south shores of Lake Erie and into the Niagara region. Niagara Falls, we have the nice one. Just saying. Yesterday, we topped out at 63 degrees. Today, we're going to top out at 61 with zero precipitation. It's currently 44 degrees now and cloudy. Wind is making it feel colder, about 42. Partly cloudy conditions from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. with mostly sunny conditions expected around 11 a.m. this morning. So today's temperature range, 44 degrees to 61. It's going to feel more like 37 to 57 degrees with that cooler wind coming in off the Lackey. Exactly. Well, at least we don't have to put the flippers on today. Speaking of flippers, I'm going to be snorkeled up, scuba mask, flippers, and pool noodle and rubber ducks in the dunk tank. I'm officially been voluntold by Skippy, our videographer, that I'm going in Stevensville's Spring Fest. That's Saturday, June the 6th. I will be lagoon. I will be in the lagoon. I will be in the dunk tank, officially helping to fundraise for the community. So that's going to be Saturday, June the 6th, which marks our very first fundraising event. I'm working on bringing Mo out there with me so that you can have a look at him. He's a 1983. That's right. So if you want to know if you can own an older automobile that's still mobile and healthy, and it does need a few parts once in a while and some maintenance, Mo is a 1983 short box Toyota four-wheel drive that I bought when I was 22 years old. And the interest rate was 17.93%. You idiot. Exactly. I had to have it. It was, you ever had one of those things where you just, you can't sleep, you can't eat, you just can't function till you get that thing that you're on the hunt for. Like you are on it. Like Axel on a donut, and that's creepy. Don't take it away. That's bad. You might get, you might have a birthmark extra for that. Yeah, 1983, 169,000 original kilometers, only 500 of them ever made in the entire world. And they were only released to certain Toyota dealerships. This one I found in the newspaper. I missed the first one, which was a limited 500 only edition. That was, I think it was 1982. Yes, it was 82. 1982 Toyota short box pickup four-wheel drive. It was called the Mirage. And I missed one. And then I was really kind of cheesed off. I forgot all about it. And then the Mojave came out. So Mo is number 222 out of 500. And I'm working on bringing him out to the Spring Fest because I can load all my gear in the back of him and show up and have some fun with you in Stevensville, Ontario, Canada. You can check us also out on stevensvilleontheweb.ca. We are placed there by Skippy, our videographer. Has set us up as local automotive experts. So that's where she sneaks in reels and bloopers and outtakes. I know it because I have checked. Yeah, so come out and see us. That's Saturday, June the 6th. And you'll be once you get into Stevensville, you'll find us. Yeah, just follow the crowd because it's quite crazy. There's so much for the kids to do. There's live music, food, vendors, auctions, all kinds of stuff. There'll be a ton of vendors there as well, and you can just make it a fantastic day. There's food, there's beverage. There is a pancake breakfast early in the morning. I think it starts at 8 till 10:30, I think it is. Right next door is a little church next door. They always do the fireman's pancake breakfast. Apparently it's supposed to be over the top, says Skippy. So she says, come hungry. I'll buy you some pancakes. And then you get to be the goon in the pool. So the things you do for love, right? The think I've heard that before. Well, let's jump into our topic. I actually have 5 things again for you to learn this morning. The second part to air conditioning, and I have done this program before, so if anybody checks that out, yes, back in the winter we talked about it a little bit, and the podcasts are loaded up to our YouTube channel every single day. So you go into our YouTube channel from our homepage, just carconnectionbusinessnetwork.com, ccbusnet.com, and just hit the link. Bang. You can do a search, Motormouth Jenkins. You'll find us. Car Connection Workshop, Car Connection. We're out there. Yeah, sometimes I'm really out there, if you know what I'm saying. So this morning, I thought the best way to kick off was, instead of jumping right into how for you to know how to use it properly. Yeah, I got that out. That I thought there's things that you're already doing that you shouldn't be doing that cause breakage. I thought let's start there, and tomorrow morning we'll hit here's how you use your vehicle's air conditioning system properly and prevent it from breaking down and costing you buka bucks. Because I'm telling you, I'm looking at air conditioning parts right now, and the prices are astronomical. You don't even want to go there. Let me tell you this. If you don't have a budget to blow out your air conditioning about $2,000 or $3,000, then you're probably going to have 460 air conditioning this year. That's 4 windows down, 60 kilometers an hour. 460. Or if you're in the U.S., that could be miles per hour. I don't know. So that's how that's going to work. Air conditioning components have gone through the roof like everything else. And the other issue that happens is availability, because they don't do a run of air conditioning parts and pieces all year round. Because if, like Canada, we have different weather, right? We're not sunny and warm all year round. So that's where the parts go, is where the sun is. So by the time here in Canada, the north country, by the time we get summer, a lot of the parts are already gone to the warmer climates. Arizona, Georgia, Florida, etc. That's the word today. Etc., etc., etc. So, etc., back to the do's and don'ts. Here we go. You ready? We're going to light it up because we got to get out of here on time today. Otherwise, they've threatened me within an inch of my life by shutting off my coffee maker. Can you believe that? What is going on in this world? All right, number 1 is how to use it properly. Well, we need to start with the basics first. How did we break it in the first place? How does that happen? How is it that the compressor blows up for the 3rd time? How is it that your condenser's got holes in it again and it's leaking? What's going on, right? Exactly. Here we go. Number 1. I gave you number 1, but that's actually not number 1. It's like 1A. Maybe this could be 1B. Here's what every one of you do. If I were to watch you, I would see you do this. You're cool and chilling in your vehicle, and you get where you're going, and you just shut the car off. Yep, that's what you do. You just shut it off, and you don't even turn off the air conditioning. You just shut the car off. Then there's the other ones of you that do this. You pull in, and you just turn the fan motor off. But the air conditioning really isn't off. It's still engaged. So when you get in and you turn the key, the system is still running, unless the fan off switch does shut off the air conditioner. But if you have a separate button for that, and that button is still in the on position, guess what? The compressor is still being told to engage. So when you climb into that car and you put the key in, or the fob, or press the button, or do the hokey pokey, turn yourself around and clap your hands behind your back of your head to get the car running, whatever program your car is on, the kill switch. We're going to talk about that soon. I've been following that one for you because it's a very interesting kind of thing that, the government's already implementing in the United States of America. Just so you know, we're in Canada, but we're pretty close, right? And things skip the border. I'm keeping an eye on that for us. I'm on it. Just let you know, the kill switch. Not the buzz kill switch, but could be buzzkill. But we'll find our way around it. And you better bet your bippy. So anyhow, you leave that AC switch in the on position. Even though the fan is off, the AC is still on, okay? Just so you know, unless that AC button is in the off position, when you crank that engine over, the compressor is cranking over too. Not a good idea. Cha-ching. Yeah, till time. That's going to cost you that one. So we got to break these habits first before I share with you tomorrow how to use your vehicle's air conditioning wisely, properly, safely, and protecting your bank account. Because if you love your air conditioning like I do on those hot, hazy days, I love to have the windows down and I really enjoy a sunroof. But you know what? When it's hot and sticky, yeah, I don't want to feel like I'm rolled in a Pillsbury wiener wrap with my clothing. I got to peel it off with a potato peeler to get your clothes off. You know what I'm saying. It's not fun. So we don't just do that. Turn the ignition off. Everything shuts down. The air conditioning was running max AC all the way to wherever you're going, because that is going to be an instant air conditioning buzz kill for you. Cha-ching. It's coming. Just keep doing it, because you're going to blow the compressor right out of the system. You're going to kill it. It's only going to take that procedure that you've developed for so long. And it may be no one's told you how to use your vehicle's air conditioning system. The same applies for your home. If you're one of these people, air conditioning's on, it's off. It's on, it's off, it's on, it's off, on, off. You're going to blow that thing up. It's not designed to do that. It needs to be shut down and turned on properly. Exactly. So that's what we're covering. So please don't just shut the ignition off or shut the fan off and leave the AC button on so that when you get in the vehicle and you restart it, everything comes alive all at once. That's a really bad habit that you got to break. Number 3, here's what happens when you do that. I'm going to explain you something, Lucy. It creates head pressure. That means there's pressure on the AC compressor that should not be there when you shut it down. And what happens then is you continue, every time you do that, you weaken the internal organs of the air conditioning compressor, which is a buka buck component. That's the best way I can tell you. And the labor and everything else, because when the compressor explodes, it fills the entire system with shrapnel. And we as AC techs, we got to take your whole air conditioning system apart and get every little metal particle out of it before we can even run the system again, ever. Sound like a lot of work? You bet your bippy it is. Remember when I said at the beginning of the show, $2,500 to $3,000? That's probably, if that procedure has to take place because the compressor detonated inside, filled your entire air conditioning system, all the hoses, pipes, tubes, orifices, and condenser and evaporator with shrapnel, all of that, the lines need to all come off, be flushed out, the condenser's scrapped, the evaporator core scrapped, because we can't get all the metal particles out. They're trapped in there. It's not going to happen. No matter how much AC flush we put through it, that's not going to come out. The accumulator, remember I talked about that yesterday? That's the little device that has a decusant bag in it that just like when electronics are packed, your computer would have come in a box with a decusant bag collecting the moisture away from the electronics. That's what the accumulator does in your AC system. So it has a big bag inside it filled with ceramic pellets that draw out the moisture in the refrigerant, that too has to be replaced. So when the compressor detonates and blows itself to pieces inside because you've constantly put head pressure on that compressor, and the AC compressor, to explain it in easier terms, is an air conditioning motor. That's what it does. It's a motor that rotates and moves the refrigerant through all the lines, hoses, evaporator core, condenser, the high pressure, low pressure lines, through the accumulator, the orifice tube, the expansion valve, through those are all the components. Everything. I just spelled it out to you. So all that stuff has to be cleaned of any metal particle whatsoever before it can be reissued into the AC system. Sound like a lot of work? Sound like a lot of money too? Yes, it is. That's where you're going to say, honey, we're not having air conditioning this year. And you're going to lose it. Yeah, especially if it's a hot summer like last year, July and August. It was hotter than a pepper sprout. Okay, next. So that's how you blow up your vehicle's AC compressor. Where are we at? Where are we at, Spanky? 1, 2, 3. Number 3. Line pressure. That happens as well. You're that person that just pulls in, shuts off the ignition, get the heck out of Dodge, get to where you're going because your schedule sucks. That's the problem there. That's where that's where the fix comes in, fellas and fellettes. That's where the fix comes in, is fixing your schedule. So you're not driving like a maniac, rushing here and there. That's how accidents happen, is you really got to take a look at your life, and I don't do that. Yeah, I tried that in the shop. I'd always have to say, when husband and wife are standing there arguing at how the car's going to get fixed and paid for, and I'm waiting for an answer, what are we doing? What are we doing? Time is money here. I finally used to have to say this, and say it as with much love as I possibly could, is, am I fixing your car today, or am I giving you counseling and fixing your schedule? Either way, I'm $65 an hour to run my shop. So if we're going to be a while, I got to get going, let you sort it out. I got to get onto another car and get working. And how do you say that in as much love as you can as that argument's going on? I saw it all the time. And it would make my heart absolutely break that, their lives are messed up. And we're all messed up one way or another, right? We're all works in progress, but you got to decide to fix your schedule. And that's what it's all about. If your life is that busy, you got to fix your schedule. You got to get things under control and get the pressure off, just like got to get the pressure off the head of the AC compressor and the lines themselves. We got to let the system do this. Ready? Deep breath in and out. That's what it needs to do. So when you just turn it off, it's like you and me taking a great big air intake. Ready? On 3, 2, 1. And hold it as long as you possibly can. Something's going to happen, right? You're going to see Elvis and pass out. Okay, let it out. That's what the system doesn't like. So when you just shut off that ignition key and pile out of the car and run for the punch clock or wherever you're going because you're running behind, that's costing you money. It's costing you money because you're abusing the car. And again, these things that I'm talking about are maybe things that you were never taught, but cost you money. So we need to make sure we're not keeping the AC compressor under pressure when you turn that system off incorrectly, and line pressure, that creates leakage everywhere. So all seals, O-rings, gaskets, it puts too much pressure on those areas and your AC system develops leaks. And if we fix a leak over here, you could get one over there. And I like to say, if I fix the taps in the basement, honey, on your laundry tubs and the bathroom sink starts leaking upstairs, I wasn't there. And the kitchen is leaking and dripping, I wasn't there. There's lots of different connections when it comes to plumbing in your house. Again, applies to air conditioning. There's a lot of connections. Wherever there's a line, there's multiple connections and gaskets and little O-rings. And keeping the system under pressure and not allowing it to exhale puts a lot of pressure on those connections, and that's where you're going to cost yourself repair money. And there's multiple connections that all have the same opportunity to leak. And you lose your refrigerant, and now you have AC system down. Okay, quickly here. Number 4, if your vehicle is equipped with a cabin filter and it hasn't been looked at, changed, or cared about, we got to get it out of there and get a fresh one in there so that your blower fan is not going to burn out prematurely because you have a restricted filter. Think of it as a furnace filter in your home. Question there. Do you want to damage your heat exchanger and crack it because it can't get enough airflow to cool it down after the furnace shuts off? Cha-ching. You might as well buy a new stinking furnace if the heat exchanger's cracked and now it's furnace down. Also, if you can't get enough airflow and the fan is blowing hard into a restricted filter, you could end up blowing out the blower. Cha-ching. So furnaces, whether you're on air conditioning or heating, there's do's and don'ts there too. And it works just like your car. Isn't that interesting? Because your vehicle's AC system is pretty much identical to what's in your house, what runs your fridge, what runs your freezer. The components are pretty much all the same. The system works pretty much all the same. So, if there's a restricted filter, you're going to possibly do you will do damage. It's not possibly. It's not if, it's when the damage comes. That could have been prevented. Remember the 5 things. What it is, where it is, how it works, how you broke it, how it broke, and what you could learn to save yourself money. That's all. Learn some basics. That's what our YouTube channel is all about. And here on the podcast, I'm teaching you the basics to save you money. So if that's of interest, you are pulled over and parked in the right spot. And number 5, we wrap up with this. Even though the air conditioning system is working, listen to me carefully, folks. Even though the system is working perfectly, don't fix it if it ain't broke. Doesn't apply here. Just like your furnace at home, it's a great idea to have the furnace guy that you trust to come in, review everything, and make sure things are okie dokie before you turn on your home's air conditioning system and do some damage. That's what I'm talking about on this one. You want your tech, your AC tech, to get on it. Let's get our manifold gauges on there. Check the pressures, high pressure, low pressure. We can also determine the health of the AC compressor, if you've been killing it or not, if it's almost dead or ready to die. There are indicators on our gauges that will tell us compressor has some damage. Number 2, if everything looks groovy, baby, we're still going to, at that point, I've got my gauge set up. Every 2 years, you want to evacuate the air conditioning system, get all the old refrigerant out of there. It does decay. It does break down. It is not ready. I'm going to smash the glass here. It's not maintenance free. Ouch. Oops. What? No way. Yeah, the What No Way guy. He's got a great channel. Yeah, that's a great saying. What? No way. Exactly. That's what's going to happen. Is if you don't evac and recharge it, you might as well not change your motor oil. Just leave it in there. What the heck? Everything's maintenance free, right? To the talking heads. Everything's maintenance free. Not in this shop, it isn't. I have one vehicle that needs, this year it's evac and recharge. It's not out yet. It's coming out June the 1st. It'll be here June the 1st. Yeah. Orange Crush. The kids just love her to pieces, let me tell you. Yeah. You have to come out and see her. She is a looker. Seriously, she is a looker. And the kids they go gaga. And we let them have their picture in there. And it's usually the mothers first. Kid you not. Can I get my picture in there? Of course you can. You can tell all your friends that you won it at a Springfest. Sure. Why not? Or wherever. So you got to have some fun. But I hope you're getting some nuggets. Send me an email once in a while. Let me know you're appreciating it. And don't forget to like, share, follow, and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. We're almost at 500 subscribers. We need to get to 1,000, folks. So if you can hit that subscribe button and help us out, that would push us over the top. We've got the hours in we need. We now have to achieve subscribers. And the videos are being watched, and I know you're enjoying them. Just do us a favor. Make sure you are subscribed. And take care of all your favorite YouTube influencers by doing the very, very, very same thing. Just do those little things that don't cost you a single penny, that help us to get where we need to go to be able to bring you more and more and more content, because it takes time, effort, energy, and money to do anything on this planet. So have yourself a fantastic day. We will wrap up the air conditioning series tomorrow with the do's. I'm going to teach you the right way to operate your vehicle's air conditioning system that you may have never even been told before. But I will tell you and leave you with this. Mileage does not matter. Maintenance does. Get that and keep it. Mileage does not matter. Maintenance does. It's that simple. We'll see you tomorrow morning for another Motormouth Morning Drive. Make it a great day. Drive safe. Enjoy the sunshine. The heat will come back. Let's be ready for it and know how to take better care of our vehicle's air conditioning system to what? Save some time, effort, energy, and money, and maybe a few bloody knuckles as well at the same time. So we'll see you tomorrow morning. You can find everything to connect with us on our website at ccbusnet.com. That's Car Connection businessnetwork.com, and we'll see you bright and early, 8 a.m. tomorrow. Remember, happy, healthy motoring, peace, patience, and kindness always. We'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.